What is up, guys? How are you today? I hope you're doing good. My name is Maddie or Madison. Welcome back to my channel. I will leave my link down below and in the description of my YouTube channel, so the about me, to my social. I will also have affiliate links from Amazon to the books that I read in this video, where I get a small commission in the description of the video. I am glad you're here. Thanks for coming and being a part of this amazing journey. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe because it really helps my channel. Thanks again. Now let's get on to the video. In today's video, we are going to be reading my childhood/teenage year favorite book. So I read this when I was about, I think, 12. I first read it, we were reading it in class. My teacher read it and I went home and finished the book because that's how much I loved it. Like I just could not wait. And then I started the second one. So I loved this book for a while, but I haven't reread it. So this is a series in my channel where I'm rereading my childhood book and I'm gonna see if I like it. So I'm excited to reread this. And by this, you can probably guess this in everyone's childhood. But we're gonna be rereading Harry Potter video. So we're gonna be reading 2 books in the series per video because I'm a very slow reader, so it has to be 2 books. But yes, we're gonna be reading Harry Potter again for the second time. And I'm so excited because I have not read this in so long and I'm excited to see what I still think. I'm excited to see if it's still one of my top tier books. And yes, this will be a series that goes into all of my childhood books. That there's so many childhood books that I read when I was a child that I remember that I'm going to be reading. But some of them I probably will forget. So the first book is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Now everybody knows this book. Literally everybody. If you do not know this book, then I don't know what to tell you. Just find this book. It's Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone by J.K. Rowling. And this is an iconic book. This is the very first book in this series out of 8. They made 8 now. Reading Madison here. So it's like the next day. Anyways, I'm going to be reading the description on Goodreads as well as the description on the back. I realized that I gave you the description on Goodreads, but I didn't give you the description on actual book. Kind of forgot to do that. So this one is going to be the description of the Sorcerer's Stone that's on the back of the book. I realized I did read back of the book and then I kind of based some off of there, but not all of it, because some of it was things that I knew wouldn't spoil things. So the back of Sorcerer's Stone is Harry Potter has never played a sport with flying broomstick. He's never worn the cloak of invisibility, befriended a giant, or helped catch a dragon. All Harry knows is a miserable life with Dursley, his horrible aunt and uncle, and their abominable son, Dudley. Harry's room is a teeny closet at the foot of the stairs, and he hasn't had a birthday party in 11 years. But all that is about to change when a mysterious letter arrived by an owl messenger. A letter with an invitation to a wonderful place he never dreamed existed. There he finds not only friends, a bearded sword, and magic around every corner, but a destiny that's been waiting for him if he can buy a capture. So that is the back of Harry Potter and Sorcerer's Stone. So here's kind of the description of the book that's on Goodreads. It also has a description on the back, but I'm going to be reading the description on Goodreads. So I have it pulled up in a PowerPoint. So I look down a lot. That's because I'm reading it to you guys. So Harry Potter has no idea how famous he is. That's because he's been raised by a miserable aunt and uncle who are terrified. Harry will learn that he's really a wizard, just as his parents were. But everything changes when Harry is summoned to attend an infamous school of wizards, and he begins to discover some of the clues that illustrate birthright. From the surprising way he is greeted by the lovable giant to the unique curriculum and colorful faculties at his unusual school, Harry Potter finds himself drawn deep into the mystical world he never knew existed, and closer to his own noble destiny. Okay, so I looked at the Goodreads tags. The first book and the second, they were both in my PowerPoint. They are the same. So it's young adult, magic, fantasy, wizard, and witches, paranormal, mystery, and classic. So those are the tags that Goodreads has for the first 2 books. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get on the video, and I'll update you. I think there's like 309 pages, so I will probably update you guys every 100 pages to make it easier. There is 309. I'll update you on every 100 pages. So without further ado, let's get into a time lapse of me reading. Let's go ahead and get started. audiobook for a few days now. I didn't really film it, but I did read some of it in the actual book. Like gonna go and then like all the times I was filming, I was reading on the actual book. It's hard filming listening to the audiobook because it's on my phone. I listen to it on my phone and for right now until I get a camera. So we're about like right there in the book. We are on page 143, chapter 9. Now I will say what you guys are here for is like how did I like it so far. I will say I still don't like the Dursleys, and I don't think I ever will. They are so rude and it's just unfair how they treated Harry. So I don't think I'll ever like them. Hagrid's perfect. As far as like I do like the book, it's kind of a slow start, so that's why I had to listen to the audiobook for a while, because it was such a slow start I just had, and I'm such a slow reader, so having the audiobook and listening to it while I'm doing my makeup and while I'm doing mundane tasks, it just helped out because I could still do those mundane tasks, but I could have something I'm listening to. Instead of listening to music, I listen to an audiobook, which I was lucky that Hoopla did have the audiobook. Otherwise I wouldn't have been able to listen to it because there was nothing else in there. Like there was no other place that had it. So I am lucky that Hoopla did have it, and I'm lucky that it wasn't checked out. And so I've actually had a physical copy of the book, but I've been going from physical copy to like iPad. Like at night I'll read my iPad, and then like during the day while it's still bright I have the book. So I've been going back and forth on which one I would prefer, and honestly I kind of like going back and forth because sometimes when you're reading a book and you're like 3 pages in, you're like, this is taking me forever. I just wish I didn't know where I was. So that's why I was doing it on my iPad as well, because on your iPad you can't see how many pages are left, so you can't think that, oh, I'm not getting anywhere, but like but it's just because I'm a very slow reader, so it took me a while to get to where I'm at now, and hopefully I can read more later and just read it. So as far as the actual book, we haven't really talked about that. Still hate Snape. I mean, I don't know, he's okay at the end, but like the beginning I just don't like him. Like I can't remember what happens at the other one, but I think he's okay at the end. I don't remember though, like that was like I was in like 6th grade when I read these, so I don't really remember, but still don't like Snape. I think the only people I really like so far is Ron, Harry, Hagrid, and Dumbledore. Now as far as Hermione, I love her, but she's just not as far as I've read, she's only made like 1 appearance. And I feel like Neville, he's an unrated, like he's a character, like he's good. I like him too. I don't like Draco or his pop. I don't like them. But I feel like Hermione is just not like, wait, Neville, Hermione's good, but Neville, I feel like Neville is just one of those characters that you just like, Neville is just like a character that you would think would get more recognition than he does. He is a good character. I do enjoy reading about him. Only thing I could say that is kind of like frustrating is you don't see a lot of him because he's not the main 3 and he's not a protagonist. He's not a villain or a bad person. So like we don't see a lot of him in the first couple books. I think at the end we do, but I don't remember. I know you don't see him very often, and I feel like he's just like, he's one of those characters that you don't see a lot of, but when you see, you'll only see shining moments and like protecting moments and stuff. I really do enjoy this book so far. I will say, like I said, it's a slow start and it's really like slow and daunting. And let's see, is there anything else I can think about it? I do like how Harry kind of like is brought to the magical world. I like that. It's very like entertaining, and I will say so far I've watched both. I mean, I've watched the movie and I've read the book. So far I'm liking the books. I will always like the books probably more than the movies, because I think back when I was younger I also liked the books more than the movie. The books, yes, they can be daunting at sometimes, like the first little bit I was just like, let's just get over this, let's just go. Let's just get into action. But then I was like, but it's leading up to that, so I gotta think about it. So I had to listen to the audiobook for that because I was just like, it's not going anywhere. As far as J.K. Rowling writing, I don't mind. I know some points I'm just like, can't you speed up? And then like other points, it's okay. It's background story. I do wish, I don't know, because where I'm at is they're getting ready to, I don't even know. I probably shouldn't say it. Diagon Alley. That is interesting. I do think that if I were to go to, I I've played the Hogwarts Legacy. I've played that. That is really good, but it has nothing to do with Harry Potter. But I'm saying, like, I would love to go to the Harry Potter world, and I think Diagon Alley would be cool, as well as Gringotts and Hogwarts. I think those are best. I am mad, though, that the Dursleys kept everything from him. Like, why? I don't get it. But, well, also, Dudley sucks. He sucks, okay? I don't like Dudley. I don't like Mrs. Dursley. I don't like Mr. Dursley. I don't like any of the Dursleys. Dursley, in general, they're so stuck. I'm sorry. As you can tell, I do not like them. But this part is already so long, so I really don't think I have anything else to say about it. I'm going to film another video for a different channel, and then I'm going to continue reading. I'll either be listening to the audiobook, or I'll read, like, actual, but, like, I have, like, 4 days left, so I'll read a little bit here and there, probably. I got another book to read. We also have to read The Chamber of Secrets, which is down here. So we got the rest of this one. It was about this many pages. And then we got this. So we got 2 books to read for the video. And yeah, so I'm probably gonna update you when I get to the end, because I don't really think there's really a need to go every 100 chapters, because they're not like 300 pages. There's only like, I mean, there's not 400 pages. There's only 309, I think, I do believe. Yeah, 309. So I will probably read the rest and then update you guys again at the end. And then we will read this one and then go halfway and then update you and then go to the end. So with that being said, we're gonna go for now. And next time you see me, I'll either be doing a timeline while I'm reading, or we will be doing another update. So it depends on if I listen to the audiobook or if I actually read. Because if I actually read, I'll video, but since I use my phone, like I said, I won't be able to update you. I'm gonna show you a time lapse of me listening to an audiobook. It wouldn't be that enjoyable anyways. So let's go ahead and get on to reading after I film the other video. So see you guys when I talk to you guys, because that's when the next time I actually sit down and talk will be at the end of the book. So, unless I pop in for random things. But yeah, that's all. So we'll be back. Forgot to mention, guys, it's actually now Friday. Last time I talked to you, it was Monday. Now it is Friday. Okay guys, so it is currently the next day. I did read a little bit yesterday. I think, well, last time we updated you, I was like 100 and like, I think I was getting ready to start the Midnight Duel, and we are on 167 now, so I am kind of a slow reader, but we did get through some. I'll probably listen to the audiobook a little bit later when I'm cleaning and stuff, because I have things to do around the house. But as far as like thoughts, I think we're getting into the good stuff right now, so that's exciting. But I just wanted to update you guys. It is the next day. We're gonna read some more, and I'll probably check back in with you guys later. I got my coffee and my book. Pretty excited for the reading journey, and yeah, so let's go ahead and just get in and get started. So we're basically, we're in the chapter 10 and Halloween, so we got several more pages to go, not that much, and then we have to start the other book that we have to read, which is Chamber of Secrets. So we're gonna go ahead and get started, and yeah, I'll update you when I'm finished with this book, and I'll let you guys know what I think and how I feel about it. Okay guys, so I had just finished Harry Potter and Sorcerer's Stone. Now, I will say that I do get a nostalgic feeling. I remember reading this when I was younger. I remember some time, and I do get a nostalgia feeling, but there is a lot that we have to discuss. So I like the writing, but I will say I can see how it's geared for a younger audience, and it's not as good as when I read it when I was younger. So then I gave it a 5 star because it was the first book I ever read. I loved it. Now we're probably gonna give it a 3.5 star. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. There was some good moments in it that made it good. There was some bad moments. Kind of iffy. It was in between. They're gonna give it a 3.5 stars. As far as reading it, I don't really know like how to describe it without spoiling it. If you've never read it, I'm sure most of you have. But just in case, my favorite character and the growth of this character would probably, well, between Harry, Ron, and Hermione, they all have growth, but my favorite character will always be Hermione. And that's just because I relate to her a lot more than any of the other characters. I will say though, I liked it, but it could have been better. It's not as good as some of the YA books that are coming out now. Now, granted, this was written in like the 1990s or something, or early 2000s, I'm not really sure which one, but it was written a while ago, so I can get why it's not as good as the newer ones that are written like 2020 to 2023. So they're not as good, but I will say I did overall enjoy it, but it's not my favorite book by far. And I guess on to like what it's actually about. It's hard to tell you guys what it's about because anything I say will basically give the book away for those who have not read it. And that's what can be really, really difficult, is trying not to give the book away. So the way that Harry, Ron, and Hermione's friendship evolved so much is really, really good. And I really, really enjoyed the way that their friendship evolved from not liking each other to like each other and being cool with each other. Like the way that their friendship evolved is really, really good. And they both showed courage, and even Neville showed courage. Like there was just courage in this book, and I do like it, but is it my favorite out of all the books I've read? No. And that's what you guys are here for, to see if I still like it. So yeah, like I said, 3.5 stars. I would have originally gave it a 5 star when I was younger because it was, like I said, it was like one of the first books I read. One of the first books that brought me into reading. So I am gonna give this a 3.5 stars, and tomorrow, not tonight because it's already like 8 o'clock and I want to just like wind down. Tomorrow I'll be starting Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, which is the second book in the series, and we'll be reading that and listening to the audiobook. I do think that the audiobook has helped me get this far because I'm such a slow reader. The audiobook has helped me, and even like listening to the audiobook while reading along has helped. Sometimes I listen to music and read, sometimes I just read. So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow we're gonna first start by reading the PowerPoint thing with reading the Goodreads, what it's about, Goodreads summary type, what it's about type thing. But yeah, so, and then we'll start reading. If I do read the Chamber of Secrets at all night, it will be when I'm getting ready for bed, before I go to bed. So we will update you guys. Well, we'll start reading more tomorrow, and I do like Hogwarts. Hogwarts is awesome. But anyways, we will read more tomorrow or later tonight. I'm not sure. If I do read tonight, it will only be for a little bit. So I will talk to you guys the next time you see me. Most likely will be tomorrow. If not, it'll be later tonight, and then the next time you see me, it'll be tomorrow. So if it's bright in here, like brighter with like natural light, then you know it's tomorrow. If you do see me again, you'll just see me in my room. So we'll be in a different room. So that's how you'll know we're in a different place. So I will check back and talk to you guys probably tomorrow, and we'll get started on this book. So I'm so excited, and I can't talk to you guys when we're halfway through. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Okay, so guys, we are on the second and final book because I'm a very slow reader, so I can only do 2 books per video. But we are in the second and final book, which is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets by J.K. Rowling. Now, like I said, the tags are going to be the same, so we're just going to read what it's about on Goodreads. Okay, Goodreads said, ever since Harry Potter had come home for the summer, the Dursleys had been so mean and hideous that all Harry wanted was to go back to Hogwarts for witchcraft and wizardry. But just as he was packing his bag, Harry receives a warning from a strange, impish creature who says that if Harry returns to Hogwarts, disaster will strike. The strike it does. For in Harry's second year at Hogwarts, fresh torments and horrors arise, including an outraged, stuck-up professor and a spirit who haunts the girls' bathroom. But then the real trouble begins. Someone is turning Hogwarts students to stone. Could it be Draco Malfoy, a more poisonous rival than ever? Could it be possibly Hagrid, whose mysterious past is finally told? Or could it be the one everyone at Hogwarts most suspects, Harry Potter himself? So that's what it is on Goodreads. I've read this book before. I kind of remember what happens. I've seen the movies so many times, but I don't exactly remember what exactly happened. So we will be listening to the audiobook and reading as well. I'll put clips of me like reading and stuff. There might not be a lot of clips, but hopefully there's enough to make this video kind of long. And yeah, I will see you guys when we're halfway through the book so we can talk about it and what I think so far, and I'm really excited to dive in. Let's go ahead and dive into the book, shall we? Sorry if the audio sucks, guys. This is actually editing Madison on a different day of editing. I forgot to mention that I'm going to be reading the back of this book of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets right now. So this next clip will be me reading the back of the book. Okay, so this one is the back of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Ever since Harry Potter had come home for the summer, the Dursleys had been so mean and hideous that all Harry wanted was to get back to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. But just as he's packing his bags, Harry receives a warning from a strange impish creature, who says that if Harry returns to Hogwarts, disaster will strike. And strike it does. But in Harry's second year at Hogwarts, fresh torments and horrors arise, including an outrageous, stuck-up new professor and a spirit who haunts the girls' bathroom. But then the real trouble begins. Someone is turning Hogwarts students to stone. Could it be Draco Malfoy, a more previous rival than ever? Could it possibly be Hagrid, whose mysterious past is finally told? Or could it be everyone at Hogwarts most suspect, Harry Potter himself? So that is the end of both backs of the books, and now I'm gonna get back to editing. So we have just got halfway through Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. So far, it's been okay. Kind of liked it, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite so far. Yeah, the Chamber of Secrets is now opening, so that was fun. Yeah, and I mean, I don't know what else. Still hate the Dursleys. I think I'll always hate them. It is cool when, I guess it's a good book. I will say I can understand why it's meant for younger kids. I don't really know how I feel about Gregory Lockhart. I don't really know how I feel about him. Draco Malfoy, I don't really like him at the moment. You know, Hermione still like, Ron still like, Harry still like. Harry's me, if you didn't like him, why, yeah. I don't really know if there's really much else to say. I mean, I'm trying to be like not spoiling. I think the plot is good and I think the writing is okay. It kind of had a little bit less of a slow start than last time, which is good, and that really helped my attention span. I've been listening to the audiobook and kind of following along with the actual book. So we stopped, so halfway was 171 and I stopped at 182 because it was the next chapter. So we stopped there and the plot is good. It was a little bit more fast-paced than the first one at the beginning. I really enjoyed like how the like setting of everything and how he wasn't at the Dursleys for very long. which was nice for probably me and Harry. It was nice to just get a small dose of them, which is good because every book you get a small dose of them. I don't think I would like to get like a full dose of them. So I guess the only other really thing, setting, like I said, is good. I'm excited to like read more, and I know what's gonna happen, but like I'm excited to actually read what's gonna happen, if that makes sense. Like read it again. And yeah, Dobby he's okay, I guess. I don't like what he's done to Harry, but we're kind of at a standstill with him. Like, he's okay. I don't hate him. I don't love him. I don't really like what he's done to Harry, but other than that, I mean, he is an important part of the book. So yeah, I really think it was like good. Like, I liked it. I liked the book. Yeah, so far I like the book. There's not a lot to really say because we've really gotten most of the back information, and it's starting to get to the main plot, but we're still kind of in the in the point where like we haven't even got to the main thing, but they all suspect Harry. So, but yeah, I can't say whether or not it is him, but they suspect him. And they also, Harry, Ron, and Hermione, they think it's Draco. So, but as far as like how I feel about it, like it's good, but it's not like the best book I've read. But I mean, I think that's all that I really have to say because I'm going around in like circles. Oh, Professor Lockhart. I don't like him. I don't really like him. I don't really like what he does and stuff, so I don't like him. But yeah, I think that's all I really have to say for now. I'm gonna take a break for the night and probably read more tomorrow. Gonna read the other half of the book, and we will update you when I get done reading the book. So I'm taking the rest of the night off from filming, and I'm going to read the other half tomorrow. So we will see you. The next clip will probably be telling you that it's the next day, or we will be, what's that thing called? We will be time-lapsing. So I will see you guys back here tomorrow, or maybe later tonight, depends on if I read any more. I probably won't, but like in case I do, we'll either see you tonight or tomorrow. So all right, I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Bye for now. Talk to you guys in a little bit. So we've officially finished Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. I did enjoy it. It was a good book. I will say I only gave it 3.5 stars because I liked the plot and some of the things, but it was a very like slow-paced book. And yes, it gave me nostalgia, but it's meant for like middle school, and I just see middle school colored, like middle school stuff in here, like things that like the way it's written is kind of like I enjoyed it more when I was actually in middle school than now. I mean, it's okay, so it's not good, but it's not the best, but it's not the worst. So yeah, I gave it 3.5 stars. I did like the ending, and it does pick up closer to the end. I did listen to the audiobook and read along, so it took me about 2 days. I still don't like Draco. Still like Ron, Hermione, and Neville and Harry. Didn't like Kimberly Lockhart. I don't really like him. There's a reason why I don't like him, but we're not gonna touch that because it could give too much away. I also don't like like Snape still. So we'll see if my opinions change. And yeah, so I mean, I feel like nostalgia reading this book. I remember like, okay, so when I was younger, I read this book and I gave it a 5-star because it was like my second book I ever read consistently, and I read half of it in one night. And I definitely felt nostalgia because I basically did the same thing, but it was during the day because I don't have school, so I basically read it during the day. And then I did read some at night. So yeah, I guess it was a bit of a nostalgic feeling. I remember sitting there on the couch reading away. I will say I still think the books are better than the movies, but at this age, like being an adult, I feel like the books are meant for children, so it's not as good as it could be, but I understand. So I think that as an adult, the movies are much more enjoyable. They're not better by any means, but they're much more enjoyable to an adult. So yeah, I mean, that's just my opinion. I don't know what other people think. I don't really know. I still don't like, we found out why Hagrid got suspended and how Moaning Myrtle died, but I don't like what happened with Hagrid. Like that just frustrated me. Why would I want to know? But I mean, I can understand why he did it, but like, yeah, I don't really have anything else to really say about it, because I mean, there's not really like a lot. I have to be very vague so I don't give any spoilers. So a lot of what I read, I would be afraid that it would give a spoil. So, but I do like the ending. I did like the ending. The middle was and the beginning was so the ending definitely gave it a 3.5 stars if we did not have the ending, and it picked up at the end, and it was really enjoyable at the very end. Now the beginning was like I mean, it was kind of enjoyable. There was a few things that were like, ooh, this is fun, but then there was like other things that were like that's just boring. But the end definitely saved the book. I definitely I probably would not give it a 3.5 stars unless it had the ending, because the ending was so good, really good. So yeah, but that's all for this book. I don't really have anything else to really say. I've touched on basically everything. So yeah, I didn't not enjoy it, but I didn't enjoy it as much as I wish I would have enjoyed it. I think reading it in middle school is the best way to go. So if you guys are in middle school or middle school, I'm sure not a lot of you are in middle school, but this is I would definitely recommend the Harry Potter series to middle school kids, because at least for me, in my opinion, because it's so much more. Or reading it the first time, going back and rereading it, I don't really like it as much, and it's also because I'm an adult, so it's not as like, ooh, this is so good, you know, like it's not. It gives more nostalgia than, oh, this is good and I would like to read this. I wasn't captivated. I think listening to the audiobook helps so much with my attention span, because it was just like it wasn't as enjoyable as it was the first time, so it did help my attention span in getting through this book. So, and getting through this book on time too. So, but I think that's all for this book, and yeah. Okay guys, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys had an amazing time, and I hope you guys have an amazing week until next time I post on next Friday. So this is currently Monday. I finished the video on Monday, and it will be out for you guys on Friday. So I hope you guys have a great day and a great rest of your week, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!